Hold on to your hats, 49ers faithful. A seismic shift just rocked our division as a star player has decided to take his talents to our arch-nemesis. This isn't just a rumor. It's a reality that could significantly impact our chances this season. What does it mean for our defense and our playmakers? The stakes have never been higher, and you won't want to miss a single moment of this unfolding drama. Hit subscribe and like to ensure you're in the loop with everything. 49ers. The Los Angeles Rams have made a bold move in free agency that threatens to change the landscape of the NFC West, and more specifically, put the San Francisco 49ers on notice. Since 2019, it felt like the Rams were living in the shadow of the 49ers, but that dynamic shifted in 2024 when the Rams swept San Francisco. This wasn't just a fluke. It could signal the beginning of a new era where the Rams look to reclaim dominance over their division rivals. One of the most alarming additions to their roster is none other than wide receiver Davante Adams. Now, I know what you're thinking. Adams spent time with the Raiders and Jets, and some folks might say his skills are diminishing. But let's not kid ourselves. This guy is still one of the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL. He was a player I had high hopes for joining the 49ers, but the reality is he was just too expensive. The 49ers were not in a position of desperation for a receiver, and we all know our salary cap situation has been a bit of a balancing act. Now, with Adams donning the Rams jersey, it's a game changer. Just think about it. Pairing him with Matthew, Stafford and head coach Sean McVay? That's a recipe for disaster for opposing defenses, especially the 49ers. The Rams have effectively upgraded their receiving corps by trading Cooper Kupp for Adams, and that's a nightmare for our secondary. We can argue all day about how good our cornerbacks are, but let's face it, Diamador Lenoir may hold his own, but Renardo Green? That's a scary matchup against someone of Adams' caliber. For the 49ers to compete, our pass rush has to be absolutely on point. We need them to disrupt Stafford's rhythm and timing, or else it could be a long day on the field. Imagine the pressure if our offense has to compensate for a defense that's struggling to contain Adams and the Rams' revamped attack. It's like a chess match where every move counts, and right now, the Rams seem to have the upper hand. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the 49ers have built a strong foundation with a solid roster, but on the other, how do we counter such a strategic move by the Rams? It's not just about individual matchups, it's about the overall strategy and how these decisions will shape the upcoming season. As passionate fans, we need to be vigilant and proactive. How will the 49ers adapt? Will they look to bolster our secondary, or will they double down on their strengths, focusing on a potent pass rush to disrupt the Rams' attack? Every decision made by the coaching staff will have ramifications, and they must weigh the risks carefully. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are the Rams making moves that we should be genuinely worried about? Or do you believe the 49ers can still maintain their edge in our matchups? The San Francisco 49ers are at a crossroads, and the urgency surrounding the potential trade of Brandon Aiyuk is palpable. With the NFL's trade window closing soon, the team faces a crucial decision that could reshape their receiving corps and financial landscape. As a passionate 49ers fan, I can't help but feel the weight of this moment. Aiyuk, a first-round pick in 2020, has shown flashes of brilliance, but now, with a hefty contract looming, the 49ers need to act decisively. The reports of a possible trade to the New England Patriots, which could send Aiyuk packing in exchange for Kendrick Bourne and a third-round draft pick, have sparked a fiery debate among fans. Bourne, a fan favorite during his time in San Francisco, could be a sentimental return. But do we really want to part ways with a young talent like Aiyuk? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the financial implications of keeping Aiyuk could be a burden we can't afford, especially with the 49ers already shedding commitments this offseason. On the other hand, Aiyuk has the potential to be a cornerstone of our receiving game, especially as we look towards future seasons. Imagine the impact of losing a player who has shown he can stretch the field and create separation. In just a few short years, he has developed a strong rapport with our quarterbacks. The thought of trading him for Bourne, while it may bring back some nostalgic vibes, feels like a step back. Sure, Bourne knows the system, but he's not the dynamic playmaker Aiyuk has become. And let's not forget about the draft pick involved. Trading away a valuable asset like Aiyuk could haunt us if the Patriots end up getting a superstar in return. The salary cap ramifications are real, though. The $22.85 million bonus due if Aiyuk remains on the roster by April 1st is a ticking clock, and it's clear the 49ers want to avoid that hit. This offseason has seen a lot of movement as teams adjust their rosters and financial commitments. The 49ers are no different, and shedding Aiyuk's contract could be a way to create space for other crucial needs. But at what cost? The idea of bolstering our roster with more flexibility is enticing, but letting go of a promising receiver feels like a gamble. The Patriots have been busy reshaping their team, and acquiring Aiyuk could elevate their offense significantly. Aiyuk catching passes from a new quarterback in New England could be a game-changer for them, while we're left wondering what could have been. As fans, we invest so much emotion and passion into our team. We dream of a championship run, and every decision made by the front office weighs heavily on those aspirations. Will moving Aiyuk be a strategic masterstroke, paving the way for a brighter future? Or will it be a decision we look back on with regret, wishing we had held on to a player who could have helped us reclaim our place among the elite? I want to hear from you, fellow 49ers fans. What do you think about the potential Aiyuk trade? Is this the best decision for our team at this moment? Do you believe we should prioritize financial flexibility over keeping a talented young receiver? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's not forget that the time for action is now. The clock is ticking, and the 49ers need to make a choice that will resonate for seasons to come. Will we embrace the nostalgia of a born return, or take a leap of faith with Aiyuk? There's a lot at stake here, and as passionate fans, our voices matter in this conversation. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things 49ers. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. The journey ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear. We're all in this together as 49ers faithful, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds.